Hey guys. I tried to fix my internet issue before it became an issue. So hopefully, fingers crossed, we don't have to restart the router. And they were in our front yard today putting in the new fiber line or whatever. So hopefully by next stream it should be good to go. We'll see. I don't know if I'm gonna have to like change my plan or anything. Hopefully I don't have to, but if I do, it's gonna be totally worth it. So hey Shar, hey Adam, hey Brian, hey Mark, hey Lucy. How's the internet? Well, I restarted the router before I streamed today because the last two streams it died on me. So I restarted it before I streamed, so hopefully we don't have the issue. So we'll see. Fingers crossed. Usually once I reset it and I jump back on stream, then it was fine. So hey Tracy. Hey Shania. Yeah, I'm hoping that I'm hoping it is fixed. Well, at least for today, and then in the future, hopefully we get fiber. Hopefully it's just included in our plan, but if it's not, then Anna and I already talked about it, and we were like, yeah, we're gonna end up getting that new internet, even if we have to do a new plan. I got a fuzzy. There's a fuzzy on the chapstick. Okay, I think I got it. No, I didn't. I don't have Poncho up here with me today. He's downstairs on the other couch. He might come up here in a little bit though. He might come up here because he can hear me talking, so. How are you today? Tired. As I am like every day, but today isn't actually too bad. I say today isn't actually too bad. I always not always, but I've been waking up the past like week-ish with like a headache and nausea, which is a common symptom, but that doesn't mean I want to go through it. So yeah. But usually once I get out of bed and like once I have coffee and stuff, then I'm good. So it's just like the getting out of bed part. And that's hard. Because I'm like all like wrapped up and cocooned into my pregnancy pillow and everything. So because normally what I have anyway is I have my normal pillow, and then I have like non-pregnant me. I would have my normal pillow, and then I'd have a pillow beside me that I would I would spoon the pillow so that I could like put my leg over it, and then like, because I like to have a pillow basically like in between my thighs or whatever. And so like that's what I would do. And then ever since I got my pregnancy pillow, then I just have that too. And my pregnancy pillow is like the C shape, but I don't like it because it's supposed to go behind your head, but I don't like it behind my head along with my pillow. It's too flat if it's by itself, and then it's too much if it's like with my pillow. So then I turn the C into an S. Well, it's like a backwards S basically. I turn it into a backwards S, and then so I've like got the pregnancy pillow looped around me, around the back, and then another pillow, and then the back like my normal head pillow. And so it's really, really hard to get out of bed. Not to mention in the middle of the night when, like, every hour on the hour, I have to go pee. So that's fun. I didn't know if you wanted to know all that, but there you go. Hey, Ohio. But yeah, it's just normally like once I get out of bed. But that's the hardest part, of course. And then my baby shower is this weekend. So I'm excited for that. We need to go get some more stuff for it tomorrow. So, and I'll be 30 weeks tomorrow. And then the the baby shower is on Saturday. And so I'm just excited. How's the baby? Oh, he's fine. It's me that's the issue all around. Oh, and then also added to the fact that it was like a couple of days ago when he started kicking me really hard while I'm recording. So if any of you guys are on like my Patreon and you see the unedited versions of stuff, because I'll cut it out of the edited. But if you're watching the unedited version and then I'm randomly, because he's doing it now, but I'll be like mid sentence and then I'll be like, oh shit. And then I have to like, or I'll like make a really bad face or something. And then I'll have to like reset what I just said. So that's new. He's been doing that the past, because he did it. I recorded an episode right before this, and he did it. And then he did it yesterday. And then did I record yesterday? Yeah, I did record yesterday. He did it yesterday, and then he did it Sunday. So yeah, that's been extra fun. But he's great. He's fine. It's whatever. If anything, he wants to try and come early. I spoke to my doctor about it like the other day. So she is a little bit worried about preterm labor. Just given like a bunch of stuff that we've been going through. Well, that I've been going through. But so I'm hoping he's not going to be super early, like unhealthily early. But it's just like this freaking boy. He's so, and I feel like it's funny because we'll always talk about it. Like I think he's got FOMO, and that's like he's just super active, and along with me not having an appetite and everything, and like he's just a bunch of symptoms. Like I said, that I have. My doctor's a little bit worried about preterm labor, but so far I haven't had any of the major symptoms anymore. So we just gotta chill out. How's the desk coming along? So the desk itself is done. It's been here. It's done. I was going to do a photo of like what the new desk setup looks like, but I figured I'd just wait until I'm done with the room. So yeah. But I just paid, speaking of babies, I just paid a really large medical bill the other day. So I have to get caught back up for a minute, and then I can go back to the plans on the shadow box. Probably once the shadow box is done, then I'll be able to, I should be able to like do like an overall photo of like, because I already have the before photo. So like once everything is done, which I think, like I said, I think I can just do the shadow box and then do a photo. I want to do some equipment upgrades, but that's probably going to be a little bit, we'll see. I don't know. I got a lot of stuff planned. I got a lot of stuff going on that I want to do, but also trying to have a baby in like a not a couple of weeks. Hopefully it's not a couple of weeks, but in like 2 months is also expensive. So there you go. That is so exciting. Yeah, that's the word that I would use. Yep. Wait, so are you going to react to the Outer Banks season 3 trailer tomorrow if you can? It won't be tomorrow because I already have a video going out tomorrow. I might record it tomorrow and then have it go up the next day. I don't know. I've been contemplating whether or not I'm going to do it or not. Because I don't usually do a lot of trailer reactions. I've done a few, but we'll see. I've been contemplating it, so maybe. Hey, Mikey. Hey, Master Onion's actually, like, on, well, I was going to say on time, but you actually made it to the stream. Didn't you miss the last one, or didn't you come in, like, really late or something? I felt like you missed it or something, because I felt like you commented on the last one and said that you missed it. He has opinions about the shows, too, getting his 2 cents in. I don't know if it's because... I would say, I think it's probably a combination of things. So I think it's a combination of hearing me talk a lot and the combination of what time it is. Because normally, well, because I'm talking all the time, because I work, so I'm constantly talking to people. I'm always on meetings or something. I'm always talking. Or I'm talking to Anna, or... like, I'm always talking, so it's not a problem. I think he's hearing me talk along with the fact that, because I always record kind of around the same time, so, which is, like, around about this time. So I think it's just the combination of what time it is, and then he's hearing me talk a lot, so then he's kicking me really hard. Cool, I'll wait for the room tour. Yeah, like I said, I need to do, I at least need to do the shadow box, and then I'll do a photo. Hey, Cody. Hey, Cass, how's your week going? You look great. Thank you. I appreciate it, because I've been feeling like shit this week. Physically just been feeling like shit this week. Not bad, I just feel like, not like sickly, I should say. I haven't been feeling sickly, but I've just been feeling like crap. Mainly because I feel like I haven't really gotten a lot of sleep, but. Speaking of kids, anyone seen, is it Megan, or some people I've been hearing call it like Megan or something like that. I don't know. Saw it yesterday. It was pretty meh. Nowhere near as funny as I was expecting. Is it supposed to be funny? I thought it was supposed to be like a horror movie. But I have not seen it yet. I sent you that trailer on Twitter, but you never reacted or replied to it. You know what? Because I think I looked at it, and I think it was one of those moments where I looked at it and I swore I replied to it or hearted it or something, but then I didn't, and then because I pretty much, like, right after stream last week, I passed out. I, like, laid in, as soon as I, like, my head hit the pillow that night, I was out. So I think, like, because normally what I do is I look at my phone, like, you're not supposed to, but I was looking at my phone right before I, like, fell asleep. So I think what happened is I looked at it, so then the notification went away, and then thought in my mind that I responded to it, but then didn't, and then now we're here. So I'm sorry. I'll look at it once I get done streaming today. You know, I'll normally respond to it or whatever, too. I think I just happened to look at it right as soon as I was falling asleep. And yeah, I missed the last 2 streams. I'm so sorry. How dare you? I have never watched a single episode of Outer Banks. It's good. It's different, which has got something going for it, I feel like. I feel like that's why the numbers are there for it, is because it's different. I drink so much water. And that's another thing. I've been drinking these whole, like, because my doctor's like, okay, she's like, I can't give you any medicine for these symptoms that you're experiencing, but she's like, you need to drink. She's like, drink a lot of water. And I'm like, lovely. I already have to pee a lot, but I drink like a whole, and I hate water. I'm one of those people. I don't hate water. I'm really not. I'm not a water person. And so it kind of sucks, but I'm like, well, I don't want him to come super early, so if I can help it, then yeah. So not only that, I'll probably have to pee soon. I peed right before the stream, and then I already can feel that I'm going to have to pee soon too. I thought Megan was funny. I thought it was supposed to be scary. Megan could have been better, but they edited out some of the best parts and changed stuff to fit a PG-13 rating. Oh, see, that's where they went wrong there. LMAO, no worries. Let me know when you've seen it. I will. As long as I just don't... I don't feel like I'm as tired as the last stream. So hopefully I don't pass out as soon as I hit the bed. But usually as soon as I end the stream, that's like when I'm falling asleep normally. And so I feel like that's why, especially last week too, I like passed out. The funniest part of Megan was when the main character brings her niece into the house. Wait, that's not a spoiler, is it? I don't know. Because I kind of sort of want to watch it, but I don't know when I'll have time. Into the house, and her home smart device informs her she has 6 Tinder notifications. Like, is there more people that hear it or whatever? I think I have to watch it or whatever. Bill and Frank's story in The Last of Us was beautiful to see, and how tragic it ended. I know. Oh God, it was so good though. And I was talking to my dad because my dad and I are both gamers. And so I had played it when it initially came out, like 10-ish years ago or whatever. And so did, I actually don't know if he played it when it was out that long ago, or if I know he's played it or whatever. So we've talked about it and we watched the show or whatever. And then, so him and I both agree that the way that they made their story was so great. It was just, and I preferred it so much better than the game because, well, we didn't really have a story of Bill and Frank. We didn't. And so, yeah. So I'm glad that they actually gave him a story. And I'm really happy at like how it ended. I know it was like really sad, but it was great. It was a beautiful story. I feel like if it didn't end the way that it was supposed to end, then it wouldn't be as great. I'm with you. I don't like water either. I contemplated putting some like flavoring in there because we've got like Mios and stuff, because like when I was not pregnant, that's the only way I would drink water. But I'm like, I really don't want to put flavoring in it. So I've just been drinking regular old water. But it's not fun. I don't like it. The things I do for him. And I'm going to make him, he's going to grow up and I'm going to make him feel like shit. I'm going to be like, I drink water because of you. I've already got so many things planned on like teasing him for. Water is amazing. I drink 10 plus liters a day. Seriously. Everyone around me loves water and I don't get it. I know that there's some people that don't like water like me, but it's funny. Some of the people I work with, because I'll be drinking water and they're like, how do you just drink water like that? As they're like drinking like Dr. Pepper or something. I don't drink sodas though. On a rare occasion I'll drink a soda, like maybe one soda a month or something. And even when I've been pregnant, I actually haven't I don't think I've had a soda in like months. Cuz I think I tried drinking a soda like a couple months ago, and I was like, this is disgusting. I can't do it. Try adding something to the water like Mio or lemon. Well, yeah, I can't do the Mio thing. Maybe I might do lemons or something. I might do that. Megan is meant to be a. I don't know. I thought it was gonna be a hiccup, and then it ended up being a yawn. That was so weird. Megan is meant to be a black comedy like Chucky. Oh, okay. Lemonade sweetener. Yeah, but then it's not. It's not. Is it really water at that point? Like the more shit that you add to it. That's why I was like, well, at least I can say I've been drinking water because I haven't even been putting anything in it. But maybe if I put like at least lemons in it or something, then it'll give it some sort of flavor. Megan seemed like a comedy from the trailer, but it was a lot more serious in comedy. Chucky is better. Chucky's great. I'm so excited that The Last of Us has been renewed for a season 2, but think it will go to 4 to 5 seasons. I think it'll go on for quite a few seasons. The only thing is like I'm wondering how quickly they're gonna do them, because I don't think we have confirmation that they're working on a third game, but I think a lot of people just assume that they're working on a third game. I could be wrong though. Maybe they've confirmed it, but if they're waiting, like they can do a second season already because there's a part 2. But then if they're going to wait until, like, I'm wondering if they're going to wait until the third game and then do a third season, or if they're going to just continue it, or if they're going to split. Because I think we're assuming at this point that the second season is going to be like the second game, but they can always, I mean, depending on, because I mean, of course they've already filmed season 1, so depending on like, did they fit the whole part 1 into season 1, or are we splitting that up into, like, they could there's so much content that they could have split it up into multiple seasons just from the first game. See, and then, but yeah, but I mean, a lot of stuff that I've been hearing is I think that they're planning on doing the second game for the second season. So then the third season would be the third part, if and when that comes out. But then, I don't know. I'm curious on how they're going to do that. I'm not interested in watching anything right now. I'm waiting for Arcane. I know, I can't wait for Arcane too. I don't even know when that would come out. Ooh, sorry. Maybe at the end of the year, if we're lucky, at like the soonest. I feel like it would be the end of the year, or the beginning of next year. I got such a kick out of you crying over Bill and Franken constantly saying stupid over and over again. I read the comments on that video, and some people hated that I kept calling, like, I was saying that it was stupid. And so they were like, so I feel like I offended some people when I said that it was stupid, and they were like, how is it stupid when you cry? It's not stupid to cry or something like that. But I'm like, well, first of all, I was joking. And then second of all, I'm saying it's stupid because I'm allergic to my own tears. And that's not like, that's not a joke. That's actually, I'm very serious. So that's why I don't really cry a lot, because when I cry, like if I let the tear, which is why I always just quickly try to grab a Kleenex, because if I let the tear drop down my face, it'll leave a red streak following the tear. And so, like, that's why I don't like to, well, it's one of the reasons I don't like to cry, but I just also don't like to cry. But so I was saying that it was stupid because it was making me cry, and so I was going through that. But then I'm like, I'm not going to explain this shit to other people. Like, if they don't understand that I was saying that it was stupid because it was a joke, then, like, I'm not going to explain it to people. It's whatever. But yeah, I thought it was funny. Like, a couple of people were, like, kind of mad that I said that it was stupid that I was crying. But I'm like, whatever. You don't know me. Megan and Chucky Beef is so funny to see online. I have been seeing some stuff like that too, so that kind of makes sense. Oh, how mad that episode made homophobes. They say it wasn't a part of the game, as if Ellie didn't steal a whole gay porn magazine from Bill. Yeah, okay, so there's another thing. I mean, okay, first of all, when you're playing the game, you know that Bill is gay. You know that everyone knows that Bill was gay. And then he kept calling Frank his partner, which, yeah, he didn't say life partner or romantic partner, or he didn't say business partner or whatever. He just said partner, and he said partner like 2 or 3 times. So, but we knew that Bill was gay because, especially when Ellie pulled out the Dude magazine, and so, like, everyone knows that Bill was gay. So I think it's funny that people try to think that he's not gay. But he totally was gay. He was gay in the game. But and in the episode, I did respond to somebody's comment because they were like, well, he was gay in the game. And I'm like, I know he was gay in the game. What I'm saying is I'm glad that they actually confirmed it, though, because in the game, they just said partner. Like I said, they didn't say romantic or business partner or, like, whatever. I'm just glad that they confirmed it. But anyway, I was kidding about drinking 10 plus liters, maybe a few cups per day. Oh, I don't know. And I don't know measurements. I don't know how many 10 liters is. And I don't drink water, so I really don't know what you're talking about. I don't dislike water, but it wouldn't be my first choice. Yeah, I don't like it. Final season of Servant is coming. What's that on? Where the heck did I like lost my spot. Oh, here I am. The woman that made Megan in the movie annoyed the hell out of me. Oh, well, I haven't seen it yet, so I can't say. I'm a big water person, honestly. I love it. It's life. But to each their own. I just want you to stay hydrated and healthy. I know. Okay, I get the crap from everywhere at this point. From my mother, from Anna, from literally everybody, I think. From my doctor. So I am non-pregnant me, if my doctor were to tell me to drink this much water, I'm not going to drink that much water. Actually, I've been told several times, I'm pretty sure, that I need to drink a lot more water than I normally do, and I don't listen to them. But I'm doing this for him. I'm pretty sure they said that season 2 will be the second game. Bella is already the right age, which is mind-blowing. I know, some actors and actresses can, like, I don't know. They can make him look super young, super old, whatever. And yeah, I'm pretty sure, I don't know, that's what I was saying, I don't know if it's confirmed that they're doing the second game in the second season, but, like, that's what I've been hearing. Who do you think would make a good Abby for The Last of Us? Well, I know that everyone's talking about Shannon from The Wilds, and I think she would be a good Abby. I'm just saying, okay, whoever Abby's gonna be, they need to be buff. That's all I'm saying. Because Abby is seriously one of the buffest characters I've ever seen. Female buffers. Or female buffers. Well, like one of the buffest female video game characters. And so whoever they choose, they gonna have to get buff. That's all I want out of that character. They need to get fit. They need to get buff. So I don't honestly care who it is. I think they've been doing really well at the casting of the show, so whoever they end up choosing will be amazing, I'm sure. Abby gotta be fit. I'm sorry. That's my one and only stipulation for that character. So I don't want them to just cast someone and then it's just like, but the person's not buff. Like, I'd be actually kind of peeved, I think. You are allergic to your own tears. What the fuck, Cassie? You poor little soul. Well, yeah, well, and the same goes for when I sweat. It's just like, well, I don't actually know like what it is. I have eczema, but I've had serious eczema ever since I was born. But I know how to take really good care of it. But the things that make my eczema really bad, like whenever it makes it flare up, is anytime I sweat or cry or like whatever. I guess I would say any bodily fluids, but that doesn't, I don't know. With I have not excreted any other bodily fluids other than like tears and sweat and whatever. So yeah. But yeah, anytime I sweat, which luckily I don't sweat a lot, so that's good. Although I don't work out a lot, so there's that. Well, I don't work out a lot when I'm pregnant, so yeah. I have skin stuff, but I take really good care of it, and so I think that's why, like, whenever I cry or whenever I sweat, like, that's what happens. And then I also get when I cry, I get a massive headache. I get a massive headache, and then I get, like, depending on if I hysterically cry, which never happens. I never hysterically cry. I think I've hysterically cried maybe once in my life, and my whole face swelled up really bad. But normally, so if I let the tear go down my face, you could see, and you could probably even see it if I ever, like, cried and just, like, let it go. The only thing is it, like, oh, itches like a mofo if I did that. So if I just, like, take the Kleenex and I, like, get it before it falls, then I'm good. I'm golden. It's whatever, you know? But that's my life. I'm complicated. I'm happy I'm not allergic to my tears. Otherwise, I'd be fucked. I don't hardly ever cry. The only time I cry is whenever I'm watching something sad. I don't even remember the last time I cried well, actually, I take that back. I remember the last time I cried for emotional shit, but that's a story for another day. But, yeah. So, but I don't normally cry for emotion, like, life stuff. It's normally when I'm watching TV. So far, who do you think is the MVP of the Last of Us show? Overall, I mean, do you mean like as in character, as in like casting or whatever? I mean, I think Joel, Pedro, is probably the MVP. Nick Offerman did an amazing job as Bill, though. Holy shit, he did an amazing job. But I can't really put him in the running because he was only going to be in one episode. So, I mean, but Nick Offerman was great. Tess was great too. I mean, they're all great. Don't get me wrong. But like, oh shit, sorry. The best two is Joel and Bill so far, I think. Cassidy, 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 you should know my sense of humor by now. Listen, okay, I don't get a lot of things. It just like goes right over my head. Servant is on Apple TV. What's that about? Outcast: The Last of Us Part 3 arrives in 2026 on PlayStation 5 in time for a 1 to 2 season adaptation for HBO starting in 2026 as well, and has been announced. Oh, I don't know. I don't follow that stuff. I barely follow. I've been trying to do better at following like show news. But that's cool to know. That's cool to know. I'm excited. And it'll probably be. I wonder if they're gonna take a while to film it, kind of like how they've been doing with like Game of Thrones and stuff, and how it takes like 2 fucking years to film 1 season. I can see them doing that. Drinking too much water can be unhealthy. Not sure what the amount is considered unhealthy, though. I don't know. This much is how much I'm supposed to drink a day. That's all I know. So I've been drinking that a day, and it sucks. Someone said they wanted Florence Pugh to play Abby. I could kind of see it. Florence Pugh is way more pretty than Abby is. So she wouldn't really look like Abby. And I feel like she could get buff for the role. I don't really feel like Abby was a good-looking character in the video game. That's just my opinion, though. And Florence Pugh is like... I mean, she's Florence Pugh, so... What's with the colors of our names? I don't know. I think it's new. I've noticed that too in this one. And I'm like, I was like, I think that's new because the last stream, I don't think it had... It maybe have started last stream. But honestly, I really noticed it this stream. I think it did start last stream. I don't know. I don't remember. Because Twitch did that. Twitch did colors. And actually with Twitch, you can like assign your own color to your name. So I don't know if like you can do that on YouTube. But I know with Twitch you could. So Netflix is planning a massive mega crossover event between all of its original shows, from Stranger Things to Squid Game to Dark to Dead to Me to the OA to 1899. Seriously. What kind of crossover event? Like, do you mean like a physical event? Like a convention? Or do you mean like what do you mean? Reminds me of the Wicked Witch of the Oz. I just skipped like a whole line there. Reminds me of the Wicked Witch of the West crying in Oz the Great and Powerful. Her tears burning tracks down her face. I mean, that's what it feels like. It itches like a mofo if I just like let it drop. Oh God. And even like if I don't have tissues anywhere and if I start crying, I like quickly try to like use my finger to like wipe it away, or like I try to use something because I'm a hot mess. Cass, I'm just really glad you take care of yourself. Your life is interesting to say the least. I feel like for the most part, I take good care of myself. The only thing that I need to do better in general, and this isn't just me like being, oh Jesus, can you stop kicking me in the bladder, son? I'd appreciate it. In general, my issue is every time I try to say it, he kicks me really hard. Stop. Eating and drinking healthy things. I feel like I've gotten better over the past couple of years because I've transitioned away from... I used to be bad about sodas when I was a kid. But now I don't really drink sodas. And so I feel like I've gotten better about the liquids thing. But food for me, so the thing is, and I've talked to Anne about this too, I only eat and drink when I'm hungry and thirsty. And because she'll try to talk to me sometimes about eating something or whatever, drinking something, and she's like, "Doesn't your body just tell you when you need it?" And I said, "Yeah, when my stomach gurgles." Or like whatever, like I when I'm hungry, then I'll eat. But I don't just, well, I board eat sometimes. I'll like board snack or whatever. But like I'm not going to eat like even if it's breakfast. So Anna's like a big workout body is my temple type of person. So she eats like on a schedule even if she's like not necessarily hungry. Even though I think she said she was hungry all the time, but I only eat when I'm hungry. So it just because it's in the morning time doesn't mean I'm going to like eat breakfast. Or just because it's noon doesn't mean I'm going to eat lunch. Or 5 or 6 o'clock at night doesn't mean I'm going to eat dinner. So that's why, and I'm more of a snacker. So, but I feel like I need so the only thing I feel like that I could get better on is like that type of stuff. But for the most part, I don't feel like I'm an unhealthy person. I don't drink a lot. I don't smoke. I don't do drugs. I don't do a lot of things I'm not supposed to do, and I don't do a lot of things that I'm not supposed to do. I think I said that right. I don't know. But yeah. As for drinking, how much water to drink per day? About 15.5 cups, 3.7 liters of fluids a day for men, and 11.5 cups, 2.7 liters of fluids a day for women. Gotcha. Interesting. Servant is a supernatural mystery thriller. A family hires a woman as a nanny. Weird things happen. Lots of brutal scenes. Rupert Grint from Harry Potter is in it. He's hilarious. I don't see colors. You don't see colors? I mean, like, what I'm seeing is, like, your name is red, Cody's name is red, Mikey's name is red. Char's name is, like, a brownish, yellowish color. Actually, I think Chris's name's orange. I'm trying to see if I could pick any other color. Those are, like, the three, I think they only have, like, 3 colors so far. Lucy's name is blue, but that's because she's a mod. But yeah, I think it must be a new thing that they're trying to implement. Harry Potter's amazing. Debatable. Cass, we have talked about TV series Servant many times in different chats. I don't know. Do you honestly think I remember? I try. I've got like the most terrible memory. Cassie, I was kidding about the crossover event, hence the goofy emoji. I don't know. This is what I was saying. Like, a lot of shit just goes over my head. If you're telling me something, chances are I'm going to take it seriously. Unless I really, really know, like, that you're joking, which 9 times out of 10 I don't. So, just because you throw a winky face in there does not mean I'm going to get it. I'm not seeing the colors on the names either. All names are coming up gray. Well, that's the way I used to see them, too. The way that I used to see them is, like, everyone's name was gray. Like, see, I wonder if I can take a picture, and then I'll, like, just show it back to you. I don't know how well that's going to be. It doesn't... Hold on. My face... It's trying to, like... There we go. So, there's 3 colors. There's only 3 colors. Red, orange, and then the brownish yellow color. But that's what I see. Stop it. What does it feel like to be kicked in the stomach? I mean, he's not kicking me in the stomach. He's kicking me in the bladder. It doesn't... Thank you for that. He kicked me right as soon as I said that. It's... Usually, it doesn't hurt. It's just shocking. Whenever he does it. Not to mention, if I have to pee, and then he kicks me, and then I feel like I'm about to pee myself. I haven't gotten to that point yet. I haven't actually gotten to the point where I peed myself because he kicked me really hard, or like I had a full bladder. But it's just shocking, so it doesn't necessarily hurt. Sometimes he has kicked me really hard a couple of times to where I'm like, it jolts me out of my chair. He's getting stronger with his kicks, for He's very active. And he's squirming. He's been, this whole entire stream, he's been squirming in there. He's just been kicking me occasionally. I hate to say this, Cassie, but your unborn son is abusing you. And yes, that was a joke. I figured that much, but yes. Oh, I'm going to make him feel like shit for it when he's older. I'm going to be that kind of parent. Oh, and look, Tracy's name is Green, but I wonder if that's because she's a member. Have you watched Willow Behind the Magic? No, I haven't yet. Char is gold, mine is bronze, and everyone else is red. Sure, is that what it is? I mean, it looks, from my thing, your name looks orange. But it could be different, like how different people, like, it could be different through other people's chats or whatever. Or, like, other people's screens. I see 8 colors. The rest are what they normally are. Oh, see, I don't know. I think everyone probably sees different colors for, like, different people. That's what I assume. I don't know. Okay, maybe I need to update? Maybe. Oh, man, I'm red. Can't I get blue? I don't know. I don't know. I don't know how you can change it. They might make that an option soon, since it's newly a thing to make them colored to begin with. I saw you dropped your first episode Buffy reaction via Patreon. Looking forward to watching. I love Buffy. It was one of my favorites back in the day. It's going to drop tomorrow on YouTube. We'll see how it goes. I am not expecting a lot to happen with that because it's older. But I need to have something to kind of fill in between new shows. So, hey, look, Tracy's green. I know, I think she's green because she's a member. I could be wrong, but I know Lucy's blue. Lucy's been blue. But Lucy, it's because Lucy's been a mod since, like, day one. So, she's been blue since, like, day one. I want colors. Hi, yes, I am green. Yeah, I think green is probably like member or something. If everyone's seeing your name as green. I see the colors on my end. Can anyone make out my South Park pick? Principal PC being triggered. I've never watched South Park. No, but some of them are not colors, but logos or pics of stuff of what they normally are. I don't know what you mean by that. Who's blue want to swap? I don't know if that's how it works. How many seasons of Buffy you're going to react to? I don't know. We'll see. I guess just how long I can go. I guess it's just going to be, Buffy's just going to be like a filler. So we'll just see how far I can get. I'll do it until like, you know, but it has to stop whenever like other stuff comes up. So like Buffy's gonna run up until pretty much Outer Banks, unless something else comes new like before Outer Banks. Like if something else releases and like something crazy happens, I don't know, and like a bunch of people want me to do a new thing, then Buffy will go to like a back burner. But then yeah, I mean, I'll continue to do it. It'll just be, but it'll be a filler. You know what I mean? But I think I'll need a filler for like there'll be at least several episodes a month. I feel like that will end up coming out. So just writing to see my color. I mean, on my end, you're red. But it could be different on your end. Like Master Onion North pick is of South Park and have always known him to have that on his name. Ow. Thank you. At least get to the lesbian parts of Buffy. I don't even know when that is. Like I said, I'm gonna do it. It's just it might take me a full year to get through the whole series because it's just gonna be a filler. But I don't plan on not doing it. Can we just skip everything until Faith shows up? Is that the other gay character? I don't know who that is. Cassie yawning is making me yawn. I'm sorry. Last night was one of the worst nights for me, sleeping wise. I'm sorry. I'll try not to do it. But then also you telling me that my yawning is making you yawn is just gonna, it's not a solution. I know I'm gonna have to pee soon, so I'm just trying to figure out when I want to go pee. Do I want to do it now? But the only thing is I peed like an hour ago, so then I'm gonna have to pee probably in the next hour again. I don't know. I'm trying to minimize my bathroom breaks without being unhealthy, of course. My favorite episode of Buffy, Once More with Feeling, they do a musical montage because they've been cursed. Season 6, episode 7. Freaky Cody, what did I say, man? That's like quite into the show. Hold on. I'm going to decide to go pee right now because with him kicking me and shit. Hold on. Ow. You're back. Is it bad that, like, my dog is not with me right now? I guess he's not technically mine, but still. He's normally in here every time. He must have really fallen asleep, though. How much are you enjoying how the Gap is going? I didn't think I was going to like it as much as I did. I will say that. So I do like it quite a bit. Don't blame me. Stop doing the yawning emoji. Quick, while she's away, sees the means of production. Viva la revolution. Cody, you're easy to blame. Perfection is always under fire. I feel like I do that. I feel like I do blame Cody for, like, everything. It's all because of that one thing that you said that one time. That's it. I sent Cass a B-Day present. She picked it up today. Oh yeah. Yeah. I have it. It's over there in the corner. It looks like it would be heavy, and it's not. I'm kind of surprised that, like, I don't know, maybe like maybe like people aren't as nice as I think that they are or something, or like I don't know, I think people are assholes, but a couple of people stared at me because I'm obviously, and I think the shirt I was wearing earlier is not this shirt. So you could clearly tell that I'm pregnant. And I was carrying this box, and the box is for decent size. And it looks like it would be heavy, but it's not. And a bunch of people just stared at me as I was, like, walking away with this box, and, like, no one offered to help or anything, even though I would have said no. But, like, I mean, I don't know. I just kind of felt like it was rude, people just staring, and then it's like, you know. The fact that I had to, like, allow your message cracks me up, Cody. Nothing about your message at all really, like, I don't know why it wanted my review before it was gonna post. It probably knew I was taking offense to it. But yes, I want to know what's in the box. So I have to wait until next Wednesday, Tracy said. She will open it next live stream just before her B-Day. Yep. I will. It's just gonna sit over there staring at me until next Wednesday. And sorry, Cassie, but if your unborn keeps abusing you, you'll have to get a restraining order against some tricky situation, though. Yeah, what is that like? I have a restraining order against somebody, but I don't I don't know how many feet it is. I don't know. I feel like restraining orders are, like, pointless too. They don't even really do anything. Can I just say that? Because the person that I have a restraining order against, I had to get a restraining order against them when I was like 18. And the person was 19. And I showed up, or we both showed up to an event, which I guess it's because it's kind of common grounds or whatever, and I guess it's like public or whatever. But like I showed up somewhere, they were there too, and so it was like a we were like in a theater actually, so we were in a theater. And they ended up sitting behind me. Luckily, I didn't go by myself. I was like with my friend and my friend's mom. You know what, too? I didn't really get is we went to go see. This is before I came out too. We went to go see Magic Mike. I remember the whole situation. We went to go see Magic Mike in theaters, and I was with my best friend and her mom, which is already weird. Um, we all three went, and we were sitting somewhere, I don't know, and then they ended up sitting. It's a guy, by the way, the person that I have a restraining order against, and he sat like 2 rows behind us or something, and was like antagonizing us the entire time, and was like throwing shit at us. But like I couldn't do anything about it, and her mom at the time was like, "Well, um, do you want me to call the police or whatever, because he's not supposed to be here or whatever?" And I remember I contacted someone, and they were like, "Well, technically, since it's like common grounds, that it was okay or whatever." I'm like, "What's the point of a restraining order if like you're somewhere and he's antagonizing me, and like, but like he's not supposed to be within so many like feet or yards or like however it is, right? Like, isn't that supposed? I have a restraining order against them, so shouldn't they have to leave? And like whatever. And it's a movie thing. It's not like, he can't come see it another day or another time or whatever. But like, I don't know. It was just that whole situation just struck me as very odd. I don't know. But I feel like restraining orders are basically pointless. Can we start blaming Cody as well? Yeah, sure. Go ahead. I don't know though. Obviously, it depends. If Cody's a good sport, yes. But if Cody gets offended, then like obviously we can't do that anymore. I don't want to offend. I could take the blame from Cody from time to time if you want. Cody approved. That's a shock. I'm fairly sure you could have called the cops and they would have removed him. Yes, he would have had to leave. But that's the thing though, is I contacted the police, and they were like, I didn't call 911, but I contacted the police, and they were like, "Well, technically it's common grounds, and like if you both showed up for the same thing, then he can stay," or something. It was something dumb like that. And I didn't get it. And yeah, I don't know. Like I went to school for law enforcement and criminology. That's what my degree is in, and I still don't understand what the point of a restraining order is. There's a lot of things I don't understand about our whole law system. Um, Even though I have my degree in it, it's kind of dumb. Our law system is very dumb. It's interesting, and I love my degree, but I've maybe used it. I didn't. I don't. Well, I've never really used my degree, but while I was in school, I was also a correctional officer at one point, so kind of sort of used it for a little bit, but not really. But it's an interesting and cool degree to get, because I think learning about the our law system and government and everything is really interesting, but it's stupid. Cassie, you can open the box but not unwrap your present if the box is in your way. Oh, it's not in my way. It's not in my way. I'm just teasing. I'll keep it in the box, cuz I feel like if I'm going to open it right now, I feel like if I'm going to open it right now, then I feel especially then it would be staring at me. And so I don't want to open it. I'll just open the actual box like next week. Did anyone else watch Lockwood and Co? No. I mean, I haven't. I hadn't heard of the common ground things, But you're in a different state. Laws do different. Well, that was back in Arkansas. So I don't know. I don't know what it was like there. I don't know if it does differ per state. I'm not sure. Mostly restraining orders make it easier to persecute the person after they've done worse, unfortunately. The order might keep her concealed carry permit as well. Well, yeah, so I know all that part. I just don't, but I don't know. Like if you knew the full story, you don't need a restraining order to get this person in trouble. Because they've done a lot of harm to my life. So yeah, the actual restraining order does not do jack shit. I think that they wanted, because of everything that had happened, they wanted us to get a restraining order just to like add to the fact, just as like an extra piece of like whatever. But the actual restraining order, I even think that someone told us like while we were getting the restraining order doesn't really do anything. There's like a fuzz that's like hanging around my eyelash. Typos. The restraining order might help with CCP, concealed carry permit. Well, I already have my concealed carry license or whatever. But at the time I was underage. I was like 17, 18 at the time. Are the haters saying that episode 3 were in their childhood? I don't know. I think it's stupid if they say that. Because it's true. Well, it was true in the fact that Bill was gay. I mean, that much was obvious. What are we talking about? I'm lost. I don't know. A mixture of things. We were talking about restraining orders, and then also we were talking about The Last of Us, so. That's a pretty interesting degree to have. Congrats. Thank you. I went to a law school to get my law enforcement and criminology, because my is it my AS or AA? The funny thing is I think I have an AA and a BS. So my AA is in criminology and my BS is in law enforcement, and then my minor is in psychology. It was fun. College was, I'm not gonna go back. I don't ever want to go back, but it was fun to learn that kind of stuff. But I don't like to be forced to learn something, even if it's something I'm interested in. So that's why college was a big thing for me. I got my degree. That's all I wanted. Well, 16 is legal in the UK, just like the drinking. Your drinking laws in the US suck. No pun intended. No, I know. So you can get your concealed carry permit at 21 here, and that's the same as the drinking age. But so yeah, I have my concealed carry permit. Anna and I actually got ours together like a year ago or 2 years ago, something like that. So I have it. And then I think it was a year ago because I got it recently. We got our concealed carry permits, and then I'm surprised it took me this long to get it, honestly, because I grew up very conservative. So I'm surprised that it took me this long to get my concealed carry permit. But I have it. But yeah, I mean, at the time of the restraining order and all that bullshit, I was like 17, 18, and I was in high school at the time, so. And that was a no at that time. Oh yeah, restraining orders, love them. Yeah, they pretty much like they help in court, but I mean, if shit happens to you before court, like I mean, it's not, you know what I mean? Like they don't really do anything. Cassie, whatever you do, don't look in the box. It's a trick. If you tell me that, I'm really gonna want to look in the box. Cass, no hot chocolate tonight. I thought about it, but then I was like, maybe not. I don't know. Because I've been getting really hot lately, so I don't want, it's like 80 something degrees in Florida right now. So I'm like, if I made hot chocolate, I probably would be sweating. AA, is that a US thing? I don't remember. Well, I meant not Alcoholics Anonymous. AA as in my degree, which AA is Associates of Arts. That's what criminology was in the first college that I went to. They didn't have law enforcement as a degree, but they had criminology, and criminology was listed under arts. So I got my AA, so my Associates of Arts in criminology, and then when I transferred from that college over to a law school, I got my BS, which is Bachelor's of Science, for law enforcement because they didn't have criminology. They had law enforcement, and then law enforcement was under science, or was under sciences. So that's why I have an AA in criminology and then a BS in law enforcement. But when everything transferred, it was like the same thing. It was like we just call it something different. So all my credits transferred, and then I got a minor in psychology. Yes, huge trick. The box is empty. FAO. JK, I made something custom. It's one of my favorite hobbies. Or one of my mini hobbies. I don't know why I wrote that as favorite. One of my mini hobbies. I'm excited. I'm excited, but I can't open it till next week. I can wait. I'm a very impatient person, but with some things I'm very patient with. When it comes to my birthday, I normally just forget. I forget my birthday a lot. People usually have to remind me when it's my birthday. So I feel like that's one of the things that I'm obviously patient with because I just forget when my birthday is. I'm not a big birthday person. I like celebrating other people's birthdays, but I don't really like celebrating my own birthday. What's in the box? I don't know, because I'm not allowed to open it till next week. Yeah, and then it says fragile all over it. It's funny because, like, whenever I got... I didn't do anything to the box. But, like, whenever I got in my truck, I was, like... whenever I picked it up, I had to move some things around, and I, like, slid it over, and then I'm like, oh, it says fragile all over it. So I just want to make sure I'm not going to, like, destroy whatever's in it. Dang, 80 degrees. Please send me some of that heat. It was 26 here today. So it's funny, but it's not funny. So, it was a high of 81 today is what it said, and then it was a high of 82 yesterday. And a lot of people that I work with, they work in Dallas, and so it's been like they've been dealing with ice storms over there. And then also my brother, he still lives in Arkansas. They have been having the same ice storms and everything. And then my in-laws are coming in tomorrow. and they live in Arkansas, so they like everyone that I know, and then I know people in well, my sister's family lives in Ohio, and so like we got I have family that lives everywhere, but like I'll talk to people, and like people from everywhere, their weather is freaking terrible, and then I'm like, and then somebody it never fails because I just never bring it up, but somebody always asks like how it is for me, and I'm like, sunny and 82. Like I don't know, like I don't normally like to talk about it because everyone else is like, I can't leave my house. I have no power. I have like no running water, like something crazy. And then I'm like, yeah, we don't really. I went out in a wife beater earlier. Like, we had really nice weather. I always feel shitty whenever I say that. I'm going to drink hot chocolate later on tonight because it's cold and icy here. I like sweater weather, so I want sweater weather, but we don't even really get sweater weather here. We had a couple of days, like a month ago, where it was like 2 days where it was kind of chilly, and that was good. That was cool. But then that was it. Like my weather app, I mean, it's like it says today 80, tomorrow 80, Friday 70, and it's like 65, 71, 66, and then it's like in the mid 70s for the next week. So it's 8 degrees here in the UK. Oof. Yeah, we hit 26 here too. At least it's not snowing though. Jeez. I didn't see how much of the last our AC's still like it's currently running. Anna and I even complained last night because we were like, it was so hot last night. We both woke up and we were like, we were almost sweating because it was so hot. I didn't see much of The Last of Us episode 3 hate, but what I saw was stupid. Why would someone who didn't care about characters from the game or our bigger picture narrative be watching, let alone complaining? I don't know. Because I feel like real fans of the game aren't complaining. And I feel like if anyone has room to complain, it would be people who played the game. I'm like, that's in my mind, you can't complain unless you played the game. And then if people are going to complain about the game, like, but about sexuality on a character who the sexuality of said character was it was basically confirmed. Come on. I mean, given the situation, what else are you supposed to take from that, given the scene that we got? And then he kept mentioning partner, which, yes, that part wasn't confirmed, which is why I made the comment. I'm glad it was confirmed that they were in a romantic relationship. But I don't understand why they need to complain, like what the whole need to complain was about. I've stopped telling people my birthday. I only tell people if somebody asks. Like, I'm not just gonna randomly tell people like it's my birthday or whatever. Like it's funny because my boss asked me the other day. She's like, "When's your birthday?" And I said February 10th. So she was like, "Oh, an Aquarius." She goes, "Yep, I see it." And I was like, "Yep." Well, don't shake your box. It might be explosive. I'm going to try not to shake it. Sometimes you get curious, though, and that's like when you want to shake the box. But it does say fragile, like, all over it, so I won't shake it. Was doing the not snowing dance today too. Had to be careful because of the sheets of ice. You did it out. Were you doing it outside, or are you just saying that? It's -9 degrees Celsius here today. Coldest day of the year so far. Whoosh. I'm not even sunny and warm in California. It's so cold I have a headache. Frost warnings. Also, I don't have a heater or base layers, but I'm okay. I know lots of places are cooler than 60s and low 30s. I was wondering how it was in California, because I work with someone who lives in LA, and I figured he would have said something whenever somebody asked me what the temperature was here, and I figured he would probably say the same thing that I would, but he didn't. I don't think he said anything, so I was like, So I was curious. I've never played the game. I have Xbox. It's a great game. It's one of the best games, honestly. Austin is not that bad, but I'm going to miss a third straight day of not working because of the ice storm. Jeez. Now I want hot chocolate. I like hot chocolate. It's just going to make me hot, and I don't know if I want to be all sweaty right now. I'm going to admit something. I haven't played the game. I very much will, but I thought Tommy was Sarah's other dad and Joel's lover. No. Tommy is Uncle Tommy. Tommy is Joel's brother. I'm a Cancer. I don't know what any of the other astrological signs are, like what their personalities. I really truly only know mine, but then sometimes I'll look at Anna's or whatever, but just to see. And Anna's and I's cannot be further apart, as in personality wise. They say that Aquarius and Gemini are very good together, in relationships, which we are. We have a very good relationship, but it's just funny because we're we couldn't our actual signs we could not be further apart, and personality wise and stuff. Sidewalk, my friends and I were being goofy. Oh, so you literally were doing a dance. Maybe something hot would calm down Z. I don't know if that would make him worse or if it would make things better. I don't know. I'm a Cancer too. Oh, hey. There you go. I'm a Gemini. I believe that we're intelligent and vain. Well, I've definitely heard that vain is a part of being a Gemini. And I am a true Aquarius through and through. And then Anna's a true Gemini through and through. And then if Zion's going to be on time, then he'll be an Aries. I'm a Scorpio. But the vanity is about our intelligence. I believe you. Yeah, Anna's very smart. She's like one of the smartest people that I know. A lot, I will say, like 90, maybe not 90%, but a lot of times when Anna's explaining something to me, it goes in like one ear and out the other because I don't understand a word she says. Speaking of, are they already home? Oh, they are. Okay, let me shut my door. Hold on. Well, that's sad. Pancho never did join us today, but that's okay. Has anybody watched that 90s show? I haven't watched the original, and then I don't want to watch that weird ass reboot thing that they've got going on. I don't know. I don't mean to offend anyone by what I just said, but it looks weird. It doesn't look, I don't know. It doesn't look like something I would enjoy. I tried to watch the original show like years ago, and I could never get into it. That's the same with Friends, though. I could never get into Friends. I've tried multiple times to get into Friends, and I can't do it. I'm not intelligent. Have you read some of my comments? Well, I wouldn't say that. You can be intelligent in many different ways. I'm surprised Poncho didn't pop in for a bit. He must be tired. I think he was tired. Because he was downstairs before he was downstairs like half an hour before I streamed. And then I went downstairs to check on one of her 3D printers to make sure it was printing correctly. And he was like, no, he was not upstairs. So I was like, oh, well, he's downstairs, which means he's probably laying on the couch downstairs. And then, but I would have thought that when I came downstairs that he would have like, because normally what he does is he like, if he realizes that I'm walking around or whatever, he'll kind of like follow me around. And then he didn't even come up here. So I think he must have been really, really tired. I think he probably passed out on that couch around that time, and then I'm sure he's up now because his mama just got home, so I'm sure he's up now. I like my sign and what it says and what it said about me. Some people are like some people I know are like exact opposites, but for the most part, I feel like a lot of people that I know are pretty much like exactly like their sign. Aquarius is a water sign, Gemini air sign, Zion fire sign. So you are only missing Earth unless Nissa and Poncho are. Nissa's also an Aquarius. So she's also a water sign. And then Poncho, I don't know what Poncho is. He is a Libra. So whatever a Libra is. Ouch. Where am I at here? Oh, there I am. Okay. Not a reboot, it's a continuation cast. Come on. Whatever it's supposed to be. It looks weird. I don't know. The main thing about that 90s show is that the teens are played by actual teens. The main actress is 15. Like in the original or in the continuation. I was gonna say reboot again. So it's, mine is July 4. You were born on the 4th of July? That's cool. I was due on Valentine's Day, but then I was early by a couple of days. I'm a Leo and I'm just dirty. I have thoughts on other subjects sometimes. I feel like any sign can be dirty though. Air? Oh, is that what a Libra's air? No wonder we have GMTA, Great Minds Think Alike Syndrome. Yes, thank you for putting that in parentheses because I had no idea what that was. I did like Skins, UK, not the MTV mess up. Had actual teens. That doesn't make me want to go watch that 90s show, though. Good for teen viewers, though. Hyper emotional, temperamental, and spiteful. Them are my traits, apparently. I want to look up, see what an Aquarius is. And I'll tell you, like, what exactly. I mean, probably you read it, and it's just my personality. Hold on. Let me see if I can, like, skim this or whatever. We're passionate about our interpersonal dynamics. I feel like that can be anything, though. What makes an Aquarius happy? Oh, here we go. Hold on. And let me throw this over here to where I can, like, actually look at chat while I'm doing this. I'm kind of curious. Hold on. Okay, what makes an Aquarius happy? The sign does have a bit of a reputation for being cold, aloof, and somewhat detached. Yep. Here's the thing. Aquarius hates small talk, and I do. You know what pisses me off? I've told my boss about this too. Because when people will chat me for work and they're like, "Hey Cassidy, how are you?" And I'm like, "No, just tell me what you need. Like, what can I do for you?" Now you've wasted your time and my time by asking me how I am. Just say, "Hey, I need this done. Can you do it?" Like, yeah, I hate small talk. Aquarius is totally disinterested in petty gossip and frankly could care less about people please niceties. I don't know how you say that word. I probably said it wrong. But yeah. Although sometimes I like petty gossip sometimes. If it's like big enough or entertaining enough. But yeah, as in the other things, yeah, I could give two shits. I am committed to creating a large-scale impact from the ground up, which means these are revolutionaries, are all about macro change. I filled out a survey earlier today, and I put that, because they were like, what do you like about your job? And I was like, the fact that I can come up with, like, these solutions for problems that we have, and, like, I was like, I like basically said that. I aspire to move the needle in radical social progress. So if they seem disinterested, it's likely because the issue at hand isn't community focused. And I do like to be all up in a community. Okay, hold on, let me see. Hyper and emotional are true, but the others are definitely not. Simp, kind, tenacious, and loving. Where did simp, is simp actually in there? I'm really sensitive, loyal, and confident. Most people, I believe, don't like Scorpios because we tell it like it is. I can see that. What makes a Gemini happy? A Willow renewal. Are you ready to watch You? I stopped watching You, like, I didn't even finish the last season. I got so bored with the last season. 10 days different, but I'm a Pisces. Pisces and Aquarius are pretty simple, I think. Aren't we? I don't know. I'm also a Scorpio. I haven't heard the brutal honesty thing. I'm honest with the Leo is surrounding. The Leos surrounding me tend to be more into blunt words, just no attempt at a thoughtful tone. Have you listened to Renee Rapp? She's from the Sex Lives of College Girls. Her music is amazing. You should listen to What Can I Do? I don't listen to a lot of today's music. I like to listen to older music. Any and all, like, older music. Okay, hold on. What else does it say about me? Shifting the conversation from me to we will absolutely pique the Aquarius's interest. I don't like talking about myself at all. So, every Aquarian is a rebel at heart. I feel like that's kind of a bold statement to say that we all are, but okay. We don't we don't mesh well with authority figures, let alone any institution that represents traditional and long-standing convention. Well, that might be a little bit not true about me, considering that I was trying to go into the military and my degree is in law enforcement, but because there is a part of me that there's a part of me that hates like tradition and stuff, but like I'm not gonna defy an authoritative figure though. Like if someone above me told me to do something, I'm not gonna be like, no. Depends on what it is. If it's obviously like wrong, then I'll say something, but if it's just something that I don't want to do, I'll just do it anyway. I'm not gonna defy like someone who has authority or whatever. Free-spirited and eccentric, you can often spot this air sign through their offbeat fashion sensibilities, unusual hobbies, and non-conformist attitude. Keep in mind that solar and lunar eclipses have large-scale impacts. Okay, whatever. Okay, what are my weaknesses? The first one says Aquarius definitely has a stubborn streak. I literally every person that I've ever met has told me that I'm one of the most stubborn people that they've ever met. When the sign makes up their mind, there's no going back. Aquarius hard-headedness can get them into trouble from time to time. Yep. For sure. Yeah. A lot of times when I have gotten in trouble, it's because I'm very hard-headed. Damn, it's like all about this stubbornness is the weakness. That's pretty much like all it says in that weakness part was stubbornness. Today's music is just noise. If you were into going to concerts, what band would you have loved to seen? Now, the funny thing is I mean, as long as it's like I love concerts, and I'm an introvert, but I love concerts. I've been to a Bruno Mars concert. I've been to a Red Hot Chili Peppers concert. I've been to my very first concert that I ever went to was a Hannah Montana and Jonas Brothers concert. They were doing a concert together. That was my very first concert that I went to. I went to a... What other concerts have I been to? I've been to other ones too, but those are like some of the big ones. Besides Cher cast. Oh, I was so mad because I had the opportunity to go to a Cher concert and I couldn't. It collided with like something else, some other massive event in my life. It was like graduation or something. I don't remember. I don't know. And I wanted to go to her concert so bad. And my mom was like, no, you can't go. I was like, damn it. Cancer are more overly sensitive, moody. Personality is loyal, protective, intuitive, and caring. That's cool. So yeah, simp is what we are, Cody. Just testing something. Cass, please drink a mouthful of water. Well, I have no water now. It's empty. I actually have no water. Normally I have water in here. I can't. I don't have any water. Hey, Cass, what are we talking about? Astrological signs. You know, it's always random in here. Yeah, Leos are stubborn too. Tess is appropriate for our stubborn Cass Aquarius. Which is better, blonde Allura or redhead Allura? I said in my reaction that I think the redheaded Allura looks better, but I actually changed my mind. I think that the blonde Allura looks better. Ow. I've been to over 80 concerts. Being raised in Cali was great. I'm a little jealous. That's really cool. I do like concerts. I like music. I just don't really like a lot of today's music. In Concepcion, I think that's how you say that. I don't know. There is a heat wave. Just came back from a night bike ride with the kids and the dogs. Oof. We were talking about weather earlier too. Are you going to watch Buffy? I watched the first episode. The first episode will go out tomorrow on YouTube. Same for me. What about for you? Who should Aquarius avoid? Aquarians need plenty of space and time on their own to reflect, form ideas, and plan their role in the revolution. Yeah. See, I am an Aquarius through and through. Ultimately, freedom is very important to Aquarians. To win our trust, don't try to rein in their quirks or keep them from flying their freak flag high. Aquarius thrives on shock value. Fellow fixed signs, Taurus and Scorpio, can be a bit problematic for Aquarius. Like Aquarius, they're known to be stubborn, and too many strongly opinionated people can feel like too many cooks in the kitchen. Although Aquarius can make a romantic relationship work with any zodiac sign, well, that's good. These water bears must remember that compromise is extremely important. Not everyone is going to care about the same things, and that's what makes the world a beautiful place. It does make me feel good that it says that I can make a romantic relationship with any zodiac sign, because I'm always kind of worried about that. Who's the best match for an Aquarius? Aquarius loves their fearless anatomy of the fire sign. So Aries, Leo, and Sagittarius. Oh, hey, look. As long as he's going to be in Aries, I guess. And the intellectual connection of fellow air sign, Gemini and Libra. Yeah, I've known that Anna and I were, our signs are good together. There is a new TV show called Wolfpack with Sarah Michelle Gellar. I didn't know she was in that. Heat wave in winter. That's pretty much what it's like in Florida, too. I'm from Chile. How much longer are you doing the live stream for? I don't know. However long that we normally do it for. So maybe another hour-ish. Well, then I guess I should leave. Why are you leaving? I'm hoping Cass will do some reactions to thirst traps. We can all watch her blush or cringe accordingly. I didn't, but I haven't figured out how to work. I haven't figured out how to do it while live streaming yet. This past week has been crazy. Surprised I didn't say avoid cancer since Cody is one. I know, right? I'm trying to see. Okay, so let me see what else it says. We are attracted to fellow revolutionaries, people who are spirited, passionate, and dedicated to making the world a better place. Aquarians are drawn to lovers who aren't afraid to break the rules, or at the very least, don't mind Aquarius' steadfast commitment to the cause. That is kind of funny. I don't know. I've been attracted to people who don't break the rules at all. Like, people who are, like, very by the book, but then I've also been attracted, well, Anna's not, she doesn't follow the rules or anything like that. She's completely opposite. So I've been attracted to both. We're always thinking bigger picture. That's pretty much it. That's like the whole thing. Yeah, but yeah, I'm like an Aquarius through and through. It's pretty funny. There isn't much that I find like about Aquarius stuff that I'm like, The only thing is like the one where they said I will like defy authoritative leaders, which in the past I've never done. But if it is something that I feel strongly about, I will defy. It doesn't matter who you are, I'll defy it. But if it's just something I don't want to do, I'll just do it. You know what I mean? I'm a Taurus. Oh, that's why you said that you should leave. I don't know. It says I can make, well, it said romantic relationships work with anybody, but I take that as if I can make a romantic relationship work with any sign, then I can make any sort of relationship with any sign. So all cancers must end up in the parking lot. Apparently. Wolfpack is good. I watched the first episode. How many episodes are out right now? Speaking of Abby being buff, Willow behind the magic shows off Ruby Cruz's arms, surprisingly muscular from all the swordplay. Swords are heavy. I mean, at least legit ones. I don't know what like fake ones are, but yes, Sarah is in it. Watch it. It is actually really good. She's doing a bunch of interviews for the show, and Graham Norton and Jimmy Fallon. I saw something where she was doing something. She was doing some sort of interview recently, and I was wondering what she was doing the interview for. I don't know. I mean, it could have been like a Buffy reunion thingy or whatever. I don't know. Like, so I didn't know she was actually in something that recently came out. I've never broken any rules. But I like to follow the rules too, so it's kind of funny. But it depends on what it is, honestly. Like, I like to follow the rules, but if it's, like I said, if it's something that I feel like is wrong, I'm not gonna do it. So that's where I feel like I could be rebellious if I want to, but for the most part, I'm gonna follow the rules. It's really cool that she's doing Supernatural. Again, I am just betting she's going to be a wolf. I haven't seen it, so I don't know like what it's about. Hopefully she's a creature in Wolfpack. What is Wolfpack streaming on? Is it Paramount Plus or something? I've heard of the show. I haven't seen it yet. LMAO Cody, you're so sly. I'm sure you've never been caught. You've just never been caught. Oh, okay, okay. As kids, my cousin and I would sword fight with 2x4s. I'm surprised we didn't cause any harm. My sister and I used to physically beat each other up all the time growing up. We did not get along. Yes, Paramount Plus. My mom and I, because my mom, she used to be like all the time, we would be like fighting. We would be either verbally fighting, on the verge of physically fighting, or we would already be physically fighting, and she'd be like, I'm going to get you guys some boxing gloves and you guys can just have at it in the backyard. So I'm so sick and tired of it. Like, I just, growing up, that's all I heard, I swear, from my mother, is like her saying those lines. I think it, like, a lot of times we were just like verbally about, because the thing is like her and I shared everything. And so I think that's why we clash so hard. That, and like you saw, Aquarius, we need our own space and like time and stuff like that. And I never got that until I was like 16. And so growing up until then was torture for me. It wasn't torture. My mother did the best she could. So, but like we shared everything up until I was 16 years old. And so like it makes me not a very nice person when I don't have my me time. And so McKenna and I just clashed so bad all the time. We were exact opposites growing up. And yeah, our relationship only got better like as we had our own space. I was much shorter and younger than my sister. She'd end up running away during our battles. I would always win the fight, but I feel like it's probably because I'm like almost 3 years older than her. So I feel like that's probably why I would always win. But did she get you the boxing gloves? No. Nope. We would just go at it like bare knuckle whatever. And I'm really surprised that we never actually like harmed each other in like a massive way. Like we gave ourselves bruises and scratches and pulled each other's hair and like all that, but we never did break any like bones or like gave each other stitches. We never did any of that, and I'm a little surprised by that, but yeah. My mom would always she'd be like, I am not going to the hospital today though. She said the same like several things. I don't know if that's like every mom's like saying, like, I'm not going to go to the hospital today. I am not in the mood. And then it was always, she said something about the boxing gloves and throwing us in the backyard and letting us have at it. That was the thing she always said too. Is Wolfpack just another version of Teen Wolf? Technically no, but it sounds like it. Like, 'cause I think a lot of people get confused because I think they thought it was supposed to be like a connection to Teen Wolf, but I don't think it is. I also think so. I think that's why my brother and I have a better relationship than my sister and I when we were growing up, because my sister and I shared everything, and then my brother had his own room because he was the only boy, and then so like I never had to share anything with him. And so I think that's why our relationship was probably Jack and I though, like we have a lot in common. So I feel like that's probably why we also got along. That, and we're like an 8-year difference. So yeah. But now McKenna and I are good. McKenna and I are good now. It's just kind of funny. Like, and then my mom would always be like, "You guys are gonna be best friends when you're older," and we'd always be like, "No, we're not." But I mean, I wouldn't call us like best friends, but we're definitely way closer than we like have ever been or whatever, you know. Let's be real, we are really huge Buffy fans. Willow being a lesbian was a huge deal for me. I low key always ship Buffy and Willow. I mean, from the first episode, I didn't really see it, but it's hard to judge something by the first episode, so. I was in a mock worldwide wrestling. Were you really? That was cool. I loved Buffy, very loyal viewer. I had never watched it, and my mother, she was like, I tried watching it, and I'm not a fan. My mother and I are like, we don't really watch the same things. We sometimes she watches The Last of Us, but I feel like it's because Dad like made her watch a lot. So my mom and I like we like the same stuff, as in we like dark and creepy things. So that's what we have in common, is we like that kind of stuff. But she doesn't like supernatural things, and I do. And so, yeah. Sarah is a gay icon. That kiss and Cruel Intentions gave me, so I am watching whatever she is in. Or gave me life. That makes sense. I skipped that word. Gave me life. So I am watching whatever she is in. Yeah. How do you not love Sarah Michelle Gellar? I always back down from fights. I'm a lover, not a fighter. My sister's the only person I've ever physically fought. I've never physically fought someone else. Eliza Dushku as Faith. I don't know how you say her last name. Oh my gosh, crushed hard on her. Right, gone 2 a.m. now. Let me know when you saw that trailer. Link on Twitter and speak soon. Okay, Mikey. I'll do as soon as I do. I want to do it as soon as I get off of here, as long as I don't pass out. Usually, because as soon as I get done doing this, then I get ready for bed, and then so I stop looking at my phone once I get off of here, and then until I like actually lay in bed. Eliza in the leather jacket. Oh my gosh, so hot. Also, Darla, aka Julie Benz, was such an interesting character. I've made a comment about Darla in the first episode already, so you might like that. Buffy had really cool villains. We'll see. They look like they're cool. But we'll see. I've only watched the first episode, so I have no freaking clue. I didn't watch Buffy till like season 4. I've seen it all at once. Wait, so are you saying that you didn't watch it until 4, and then you like just watched 4 through 7, or like what do you mean by that? Have you seen Cruel Intentions, Cass? Yes, of course I've seen Cruel Intentions. I've seen a lot of the older movies. I just haven't seen a lot of the newer movies. Yes, Cruel Intentions was great. Glorificus, I don't even know if that's how you say that. And Drusilla, epic characters. I don't know if that's how you say that. I definitely am more of a Fuffy shipper than a Buffy and Willow. Though I didn't realize I was crushing on Faith. Buffy shipper. That's hard to, Fuffy is hard to say. At the time, I preferred Lo with her girlfriends and shipped Buffy and Willow. I'm going to be honest, I don't understand half of what that said. I, I kind of get what you were saying. But it's also because I don't think I've like really watched the show yet, so. Okay, I'm taking us there. Have you ever got a lap dance from a guy? Oh, okay. So Adam wants to go ahead and transition into Stream After Dark. I don't think so. If I did, it was like when I was a teenager or something, but I don't think so. Although I've never gotten a lap dance from a female either, so. I like Buffy and Willow as friends type of Adam, no and no. All the villains had great backup stories. That's all of the great villains have great backstories. Adam, nope, never got a lap dance from a guy. I had friends who were dancers, and so yes to many of those. I drunk me did like a 2-second lap dance on one of my friends, but it was like I got done playing beer pong and I won. I can only play beer pong and pool when I'm drunk. That's the only times when I'm good at those games. And so when I was drunk, I played beer pong and I won. And then when I celebrated, I did like a 2-second lap dance on my friend who was like on her like it was this bench swing thing that she had that she was on or something, and so I like jumped on it and like did like a 2-second lap dance. But sober me, I would never have done that. Never. But drunk me did. I've had a lap dance from a woman. Oh my god, Cody. And you wonder why I like blame everything on you. I swear to God, don't you say, if you say something else like on who gave you a lap dance, I'm gonna be mad. Girls grinding in your lap, take me to church vibe. Yeah, it's funny though. Now that you say that, I've never received a lap dance, and I've done like a 2-second one when I was drunk, but that was pretty much it. My birthday is coming up on the 11th, so I'm getting a show. I booked a hotel room. Oh, lucky you. Cody, I swear to God, that's why I didn't want you to say anything. Because I already secretly knew, and I'm like, I just don't want Cody to confirm it. And then you did. This is why I like blame shit on you. Rude. Cashew's privileged to get those few seconds, and a god. I don't know. I was drunk. I was not paying attention. I don't really think. I don't know. I was not paying attention. I do remember I was wearing a sports bra. Am I wearing a sports bra? No, I'm not wearing a sports bra right now. But I was wearing a sports bra at the time too, and I was like, after I had won, I didn't take my shirt off because it wasn't like that. But like, I mean, I almost basically took my shirt off, and then I like went to go do it. Her husband was standing right there too. I was like, although that was the type of marriage that they were completely. I think he was like with some other girl like during that whole situation anyway too. So But sober me, even if because of the whole like relationship, that I would never ever 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 done that. I have been in so many fights worse. My worst fights are with my friends, and we are friends still to this day. Good for you. Like I said, never physically had a fight with anyone other than my sister. I'm kidding. It wasn't a MILF-ish. Whatever, Cody. You're just trying to, now you just feel bad, so you're just trying to, like, backtrack. A nice romantic dinner, then a hotel room. Yes, all set. She is in charge of the rest, so tell you after how it went. Yeah, you're just gonna end up making me jealous. Hopefully I get Elsa or the other princesses. Oh, gosh. Whatever you want. It's your birthday, man. Is Adam in a fight club? I don't know. Isn't that the first rule of the fight club is you can't talk about the fight club? In this hypothetical bar, are we getting cast drunk, right? It's hard to get me drunk, though, because sober me doesn't let me. I don't let myself get drunk because I know how I am when I get drunk. I know my limits. Let's bubble wrap Cody. What? Bubble wrap? Why are we bubble wrapping Cody? My bad, going off topic. But Buffy and Faith relationship is interesting to see the season goes on. Absolutely get cast drunk. I want a lap dance. Oh my god. Even when I was drunk, though, that was like 2 seconds. And that was like, well, not that you guys aren't friends, but you know what I mean. I don't know. That would have sounded really bad the way it would have came out. But yeah, I don't know. No. You can't get me drunk. I've only been drunk like 3 times, I think. I don't know about bubble wrap. I might turn it sexual. I know. That's why we had to banish Cody to the parking lot, because anything that we were gonna have Cody do, she was just gonna end up making it sexual. Definitely in the after dark chat, yeah. Never have been to a strip club and not interested. I've never been to a strip club either. It's gonna be the best 2 seconds of my life. Oh my gosh. I'm not even coordinated. I'm not coordinated. So that's why I don't think that she probably enjoyed it, because I'm not coordinated. I don't know. Drunk me might be coordinated, because drunk me is the opposite as the sober me. I don't know. Sober me is not coordinated at all. So sober me don't dance. I don't do anything. I don't do any kind of dance, let alone a lap dance. But I guess that's why drunk me does, so I don't know. But going to a bar, I'm all in. I think it would be fun to go to the hypothetical bar with all of you guys, because it would be really fun. Hi, Vinay. I don't know if that's how you say your name. I'm sorry if I didn't say it right. Yeah, banish Cody to the parking lot, but everyone is joining me. I'm confused. I don't know, Cody. Shit, man. I don't know what to do with you. I wasn't in a fight club, but we fought because we were kids and did stupid things to each other and other people. Oh, well. That's stereotypical. Yes, taking Cammy for sushi. When? Like now? Or were you talking about for your birthday? I'll just stay at home. No, now you make me feel bad. You can come, I guess. Just don't be surprised if I'm in a bad mood. I feel like I have a hair like tickling me or something. And I don't know where it's at. Maybe not. Aw, since you said I'll tag along. Whatever. We just gotta be on the same team, Cody. You just can't go against me. Because if you go against me, then I won't be mad. Cody, you have to be there so we can raise our game. Raise your game? What kind of game you got going on? Am I banished to the parking lot? No, Adam, I think you were the one person that we didn't want to banish to the parking lot. I don't know. I don't remember. I don't think so, though. I haven't been to a strip club, but I have seen Dota Book teases burlesque show. I don't know what that is. It was fantastic and also body positive. I know what a burlesque show is, but I don't know what the other... I don't know who that person is. Cody, you'll stay in the corner with me. Oh goodness, the parking lot again. I don't want to ban people to a parking lot, but I think just like, I was banning Cody to a parking lot because she makes me mad. I mean, I guess not really mad. She just makes me jealous. On my birthday, it's like a sort of pub or restaurant. So we could go. It actually is really cool, and we could... I don't know what you're trying to... Something, rent it, and then I'll go partying. Oh, in our hypothetical. Okay. I see what you're saying. I still don't know who that person is, so I didn't even know that was a typo. Sorry, it's my parking lot. You have to pay. Hypothetical game of who can hook up with the best dancers, BTS between the sheets. Do you want to hook up with dancers though? Is that really what you want to do? Because isn't that what a lot of people do? And isn't that what you not? Isn't that like you don't want to do that? I mean, I don't know, but it has karaoke. Love me some karaoke. Terrible at singing, but with a few drinks, I am Whitney. Okay, so I'm banished to the parking lot too. I don't want to banish anybody to... I always felt bad. I don't want to banish anybody to the parking lot, but... I don't know. It just depends. It depends on, like, what kind of... If I'm, like, in a jealous mood or something. I feel like Cody is making bank off of this parking lot. For real. Maybe Cody wants to be in the parking lot so that she can make money. The club is empty. Everyone has joined me in the parking lot. That's another thing, too. So then if everyone's with you in the parking lot, then it's like, if I'm in the bar, then I'm the only one in the bar. So then therefore, that is like the parking lot. The bar is the parking lot at that point. How much of Buffy have you seen before you did the reaction? Just the first episode. I've only ever seen the first episode. I watched the first episode like a year or two ago, and I did react to it. And the original reaction is on my Patreon somewhere. I don't know. I don't know if you can like search it and find it. And I don't know, but I redid it, and because originally what I was gonna do is I was gonna like redo, the intro and the outro. I was gonna like redo it, but then it was gonna be like I was gonna throw in my original reaction, but my the quality of my video has changed drastically from that video to now. And I was like, well, shit, the quality is so bad. It would have been so grainy and so, like, it would have just been terrible because I did it forever ago. And so when I did my reaction, I just went ahead and was like, hey, technically, I've seen this episode before, but it's been a while. I don't remember it. So I have seen this one, but I haven't seen any of the others, which is true. I haven't seen any of the other episodes. I've just seen the first one. But so the video that's coming out tomorrow, I have seen that one, but I don't remember anything because it's been like 2 years, so. Not those kinds of dancers, just women who dance in the general hot vibe. Oh, okay. I see what you're saying. I see what you're saying. I was going to say, give me a space in your parking lot. Would it be like, could you have like a VIP parking spot? Do you have valet in your parking? Yeah, I don't care about the milfs, really. It's about the money from you guys. I see how it is. Parking lots are where all the car bars are, at least for weddings and such parties here. I've done it in a car like a couple of times, but like, so I guess I could kind of see it. So in this imaginary party that we're having in a MILF sushi karaoke pub, there is a parking lot for hookups, apparently. With valet. At least there won't be a crowd to get drinks in the bar. Oh, well, true. Yeah, there's that. Yeah, I was the only one there, but it's full now, apparently. You have also seen the Willow and Tara storyline. I know of it. I have not. I don't know. Like, I haven't seen the storyline. But I know of Willow and Tara. It's hard not to because, like, over time you just end up getting spoilers or whatever. But I haven't seen anything on them. I just know that they're a couple or whatever. What, you have done it in a car? Oh my gosh, Cass, public sex. I've done it in a car a couple of times. Like 2 or 3 times. The first time I was like in high school, and it was the only place that we could like do it without like getting potentially caught. But that was with a guy, so that doesn't really count. And then uh 2 or 3 years ago, in 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 a car in the parking lot at the job that I worked at the time. And it wasn't planned. So, unless I get my club called Thirsty Lemon Drop with adjacent hotel called the Wallflower, yep, parking lot it is. Seeing as Cody's got parking lot money, I'd like an Xbox Series X. It has to be uncomfortable to have sex in a car or any other vehicle. I think it just depends on like what position you're in too, and what type of vehicle you're in. Both times it was a smaller vehicle, so of course anything you want. I love it when you say having sex with that doesn't count. Because it doesn't. Because I didn't enjoy it. I feel like if you didn't enjoy it, then it doesn't count. Not uncomfortable if you've got extended truck with cab over carpeted bed. Well, both of the vehicle, because they were both two small vehicles. Whenever I did it, I think it just depends on the position that you're. The first time, yeah, it was hella uncomfortable because we didn't do the right position. That, and it was just uncomfortable because, like I said, it was with a dude, so it was just uncomfortable all the way around. Cast back seat, I hope. Yeah, back seat. I did it once in a car, and no, it wasn't with a MILF. I feel like, Cody, anytime you say anything, you're just going to have to clarify whether or not it was with a MILF. I'm just trying to think, how would you do it that it wouldn't be in the back seat? Because, like, if you did it in either one of the front seats, driver's side, I feel like you can't do it. I feel like it's almost impossible to do it in the driver's seat. Passenger seat, maybe. Because, like, you could probably, well, both front seats, more than likely, you can adjust the chairs. But even with the driver's side, not only is it, like, ridiculously unsafe, but, like, I feel like it would be really difficult to do it in the driver's seat. But the passenger side seat, you might get away with if you adjust the seat right. And like I said, depends on the position. But yeah, I mean, any time that I did, it was in the back seat. Did it once in front seat. Her foot was on the brake and roommates were concerned and locked on the windows. I feel like if you do it in the driver's seat, you would have to make sure the vehicle's off. For sure. I am a gold star. The max I did with a guy was a hand jobs, and that felt so wrong. I cried. I'm sorry, Francesca. I feel, you know what? I'm sorry for myself. I feel so bad for my younger self. I always wonder, like, if I can go back in time, if I would tell myself if that I was gay, would I? Because a part of me, I want to say yes, I would, because I went through a lot of stupid, ridiculous shit with boys and everything in high school, and like, and even just as an individual, like, there were so many things I was questioning, and I thought that there was something wrong with me and everything because I didn't like having sex with guys, and whatever, like, I didn't like it, and all the other girls did, and like, like, I was like, there's just so much that I was going through that I feel like if I could go back in time to tell myself, like, everything's okay, you're just gay. If I would do that. And I think I would. The only thing is like, everything happen. I'm such a person that's like, everything happens for a reason, so there has to be a reason, like, why I went through all that. as to maybe like to not like, I don't know, but oh God, I went through a bunch of shit. I would just want to save myself from it. Yes, it was very difficult. I'm sure it was. No, I keep the vehicle and drive. Holy shit, Cody. Just no, so many things wrong about the LMAO. Who is paying attention to the road? Nobody would be paying attention to the road. That's the thing. If you were having a good time anyway, you're going to be not paying attention to anything other than the person. Gold star here too. I know. I'm very jealous of gold stars. What about a paper girls scenario where you see your future self making out with a girl? Cuz I mean, because that would ultimately happen to me because, like, well, I mean, not because time travel isn't legit, or at least not yet. But you know, if that were to happen to me, I mean, that's what would end up happening. My younger self would see my older self making out, if not more, than doing things with another girl. So I don't know, like, if my younger self were to see that, I feel like I would be shocked. I don't think I would be mad. I think I would just be shocked. Um, I would be shocked, but I think I would like pay attention to if I enjoyed it, and then if I did, then a light bulb would like go off in my head and be like, "Oh, that is like why like all of these things have happened to me or whatever." So yeah, it's like it's a shock. It's like an initial shock, but with like a realization. I don't think I would be mad at myself. Sometimes I feel like I might be mad at myself, but I don't think I would ultimately. I don't give myself enough credit, I think, sometimes. So I don't think I would be mad. I think it would just be mainly shocked because I think when McKenna came out first, I was shocked. Well, I was, but I wasn't because I mean, we grew up together, so I knew a lot of things about McKenna, so I was like not really shocked that she was gay. But whenever she came out, I was like, how does that work? And like, whatever, like, so I was just like, I think my brain like couldn't really fathom it. And so, yeah. Never touched boy parts. Thought I had to be a nun. I love living dangerous. I never wanted. When I touched the boy parts, I never wanted to actually touch them, and I was like, well, I gotta do it. You know, they touched me, and now I gotta touch them. Whatever. It's like what I thought when I was like growing up. Living danger zone. Better have been on a runway or deserted road, Bessie. To like if you had the car and drive, is that what you mean? I mean, I still wouldn't have the car and drive. Same Tracy also thought I should be a nun, but the thing that I always wanted to be was a ballet dancer and then a doctor, so being a nun was a passing. I'm going to a costume party as a gay nun. What's a gay nun dressed like? Cody is a wild one. What? Who? I don't know. You gotta really hate your car and like, gotta be a daredevil to like want to have sex in the driver's seat of a car while you're driving. Is it so? Is your name CBB Red, or is it like CB Red, or what? Because I was gonna say, hey, good evening to you too, but I don't know like your name. Gay nuns rule. Want to be like B with all her badass weapons. Well, that's what I was thinking of when you said gay nun. But then I'm like, what does a gay nun dress like? Wouldn't she just not look like a regular nun? Paper girl scenario, I would be married and have kids, so it would be a shock and probably be in denial and panic, just like the girl in Paper Girls. Depends on like what age of myself. Like the older self. Like how old is my older self? The younger self, like I said, I think the younger self, no matter what age, I would just be shocked and then it would form into a realization, no matter what age. But the older self, it would depend on how old I was, and it would depend on what my older scenario would be. You can say sea bread? Okay. In leather, a nun would be so hot. CBB is my initials, and bread is an anagram of a few things. Oh, gotcha. I like bread. Cody. Who doesn't like bread? I guess people who, well, no, because I would say even people who are gluten free probably still like bread, but my mom is allergic to gluten, but she still likes bread. I'm also Gold Star. I think Christianity safe for marriage, nuns too. I didn't want to be in a teen pregnancy. I wanted to be independent, not life derailed. So I was ultimately the same way. I didn't have sex until I was 18. So I was like, I'm not going to be at least like a teen if I manage to get pregnant, but I was on birth control at the time and I made him still wear a condom. And that guy was only we only had sex like 2 or 3 times, and then um the next relationship I was in, we only had sex like 2 or 3 times, and then I had a one night stand after that, and then that one night stand I was like, yeah, no, I'm gay. Okay. It took me 3 tries to get it, but then I finally figured it out. Or are we talking about gold or silver stars? Yeah. We're talking about a handful of things, but yeah. Hi, Luliana. I hope I said that right. First time having sex, I was in college and was 19. Then I never thought about the seminary again in my life. Ah, gay. I like bread. Bread doesn't like me. I'm gluten intolerant. It's rough. The pressure to eat bread is the most peer pressure I've ever experienced. Yeah, that's what it's funny because like a bunch of people in my family are gluten intolerant. So hopefully I don't end up become gluten intolerant because my mother is, and then I think both of my aunts are, and then my grandmother is, and then I don't. There's like a one cousin or two that might be gluten intolerant, but for the most part, I feel like all the rest of us cousins are fine. I'm a little worried I'm going to be gluten intolerant when I get older. I'm lactose intolerant, but that's the only intolerance that I have for food. What is a silver star? I don't freaking know. Probably not me. What's happening here? I don't know. I never really know. I just go with the flow. Oh, sorry, no gold, but didn't need it for sure. How do you like your bread with or without spread? I mean, preferably with, because I am a condiment person. I am a condiment queen. Um, but I could eat bread just like plain, but preferably with spread. I have no stars. I'm not any kind of star. I probably get no stars. First time was at 20. Did not know what I was doing. It was so cringe. Then at a party, my BFF, my lesbian spirit guide, so I got the lesbian tutorial. Lucky for you. I'm trying to think. How did I didn't really get a tutorial. I just kind of did it. I don't think it was bad. We got married, so I guess it wasn't that bad. I thought you were an evil queen, not a condiment queen. Yeah, yeah. Can an evil queen not be also a condiment queen? It does count if you didn't like them. Is that really a question? Because that's what I said. What I was saying earlier is if I didn't enjoy it, does it really count? Because if that's the case, that drops my number in more than in half. Favorite kind of bread, mine is sourdough, or I don't even know how you say that one. But my favorite so far is sourdough. Lesbian tutorial. Did you have a slideshow? Yeah, what is this lesbian tutorial? That's what I want to know. Was it like a physical tutorial? Like, is it one of those situations where somebody teaches you how to kiss by kissing, like you kiss each other and then that's how you learn how to kiss? And then, so is that same type of tutorial? Because that's what I'm imagining. I guess Cody was picturing a PowerPoint presentation. Cass has a silver star then. But what is this? Did we ever figure out what a silver star was? I figure I would be no stars because I had been with a guy. Well, I've been with multiple guys. Oh, full on PowerPoint. No, it was a stupid thing that was around for a while. Like you could rank how much you liked a girl. So it was an actual PowerPoint. No, it was about the gold and silver car. Wait, what? When did we switch over from talking about cars? Spot dough is one that some gluten intolerants can eat. I don't even know what that means. No, it really was just you slept with a girl first, gold star. Well, I mean I always have known that I'm not a gold star. Silver, been with men, but like women now. Oh, well then yeah, I guess I'm a silver star. Never been with a guy full on lesbo right here. So Cody's a gold star too. Oh, card. I was like, when did we switch over from talking about cards? What's going on with these different conversations? There's like 5 different conversations going on. I don't know. I'm right with you. I'm confused. Gold star never slept with men is a true gold star. Well, yeah, I know. I know what a gold star is. That's why I was like, I'm not one. Wish I was. Trust me. But I did not know. Well, then I am a no star. Well, Shania, do you like women? I don't know if we ever talked about it. I was gonna say if you like women, then you'd be a silver star. But I don't know if we ever talked about it. I don't know. I feel like I need to apologize about bringing that up. It's awful. No star business. Well, no, I mean we've talked about it before too. I just don't think we've ever talked about it in this much depth. Lesbian slideshows, cars, stars. I did not kiss my BFF, or I did not do it with her. She drew stuff and helped me with tongue and hand stuff. But how did she help you with tongue and hand stuff without you? I'm a, what is it? I was going to say a visual learner, but, well, a visual learner too, but, I was physically, like, how do you honestly know if you don't, like, I don't know. Knowing what you love, priceless, don't stress what didn't make you happy. No, I know. And I learned things, you know. Life is different for many different people. I'm a gold star as well. I feel like a lot of you guys are gold stars. Did not know how to go down there. She explained it and helped me. I feel like the most that I got out of a tutorial was like watching the L Word or Orange is the New Black or like what other things around that time? I'm trying to think. We didn't have I feel like we didn't have a lot of stuff at that time. So I feel like the most that I got out of a tutorial was the L Word. Oh, we forgot about bread. We talked about bread. Yeah, we did talk about bread too. I don't know what's happening in this chat. I don't know. We're either talking about food or stars or sex. I don't know. Bread sliding into warm buns are thoughts of many things. I know. I feel like a lot of what we've been talking about can be construed in different ways. She sort of did it to my arm. What? How? I need to know how? I'm just. Did she make out with your arm? What did she do to your arm? L-Word was there, but knowing how to watch it without people was interesting. Oh, without people knowing was interesting. I was like, what? Sorry, I'm getting tired, so like can't figure out how to read apparently. I didn't watch the L-Word until I think I like moved out. So I didn't watch the L-Word until I was like 18 or something like that. Arm sex, very informative. Arm sex, you know? No, I don't. I've never had arm sex. I like my sex that includes stars and bread. Don't make fun of me. Firstly, I go both ways. And second, I've just never been with either. Oh, we wouldn't make fun of you. Not honestly make fun of you. I feel like everyone makes fun of me, but that's okay. So you could be like neither star, or you could be both stars. I don't know. Really trying hard not to yawn. Sorry. Oh no, we don't want to make fun of you. When you do, it'll be fantastic. Yes, what Tracy said. Yes, she did new stuff to my arm, like to, you know. No, I don't know what you mean. Cause I don't know what kind of sex you be having, but I don't. What do you do to your arm? What? I'm just really confused. Maybe I need a sex PowerPoint on arm sex. Sex is fluid, no judgment. No, for real. Sex is fluid, no yeah, for real. What Tracy said. Although I can't understand the arm sex. And I'm not trying to judge, but I just don't understand it. I'm trying to understand it. Yeah, we make fun of Cass all the time. She doesn't like my MILFs. No, I do like your MILFs. That's why I get angry with you sometimes. No stars. Really never liked that LGBT badge. Yeah, I don't. Well, if sometimes labels make people feel good. So if labels make you feel good, go for it. But a lot of people, I feel like a lot of people don't like labels, which is also great. You know, go for no labels. The only thing I like to like be labeled as is like I'm a lesbian, but that's about it. Like I don't like to be labeled as anything else. And that goes for things that like not just the LGBTQ thing. Like I don't know. Like I don't like to be put in a category. I don't know. I feel like we don't really need to be put in categories. But some people enjoy to be put in categories. So there you go. If you enjoy it, there you go. But I don't think I can be both stars if I've never been with either gender. I don't know. I don't know how it works. Don't ask me. I wasn't out. My mom was not happy about my sister and I watching the L-Word. My sister told one of my gifts my mom gave me the money to buy the first season on DVD where I got to meet Leisha and Sarah. Oh, that's cool. Would you really like one? Arm PowerPoint in progress. I don't even know how I would explain that to anyone if I ended up getting this PowerPoint sent to me about doing arm sex. Like, I don't know how to, I wouldn't know how to explain it. Cassie, you need your lesbian spirit guide tutorial. Apparently, first of all, I've never heard of a lesbian spirit guide. But then I've also, I still, yeah, I guess you learn new things every day, or whatever that saying is, right? Yeah. Arm sex. I know. I'm confused. I like labels for when I'm looking for an item in a store. Yeah, it's. I think it's weird that we put people in labels, but I mean, again, I don't judge all around. Like I said, so I understand the comfortability and like the ow the um sense of belonging whenever you have a label. So I totally get it. But also I totally get not wanting to be categorized as something. So because I like both. You ever see Rocky Horror Picture Show when Riff Raff and Magenta had elbow sex? Maybe like that. I have seen that, but it's like, yeah, I don't know. I have no what because it's supposedly she was giving you a tutorial on lesbian sex. So how do you perform lesbian sex on an arm? That's what I don't get. I'm still trying to fathom that. Am I doing lesbian sex wrong or something? Like, because I don't understand how you could do it on an arm. I mean, I guess some stuff, but like, I don't know. Oh my God, Ohio. I don't know. I don't know what she was doing to her arm. I don't know. It was no arm sex. It was how the movement to lick. I guess. Sure. Okay. She had to use the arm though? I guess cuz like the if you're friends then you wouldn't want to. I'm sorry. I'm trying to picture this situation. I think. I hope you think I'm really not judging you by this, by the way. I'm trying to envision it. I cannot be more explicit. I'm okay being single. I know women aren't interested in me. I don't have the looks, but I have a personality. I feel like a lot of times I feel like looks is a big thing, but I also feel like personalities is also a big thing, and looks isn't always everything. So I I don't know. I think people are different. You just haven't found your person yet. That's all. Well, hopefully she wasn't sticking it all the way inside. I don't know. I don't know. It was no arm sex. I have to go. I'm getting embarrassed. I didn't want to embarrass you. Getting really judged by you guys. Don't, Francesca, don't go. I didn't want to embarrass you. I was questioning how it was done. This arm sex is intriguing. I want to know more. I feel like the star one is very different than a label. It's almost an award. And if you can't be a lesbian who only slept with women as gold, then you're less. I don't know. I never got any complaints, so I feel like really it probably doesn't matter. That cleared everything up, Fran. Thank you for the visual. No, I think I got it now. I think I was just I think I was thinking of like all of the different things that you can do, but to an arm. That's what I was thinking. And so that's why I was like really trying not to I wasn't trying to judge. I was trying to actually visually think of like how it would be done. That's the only thing. Do arm sex the same way they did armpit sex in the Portrait of a Lady on Fire. Oh God, that was a terrible movie. I don't feel like it was a. I don't know. That could just be me. I feel like a lot of people would probably disagree with me on that, but I got lost. I mean, I did too. That's why I was questioning things. Arm similar texture. Maybe totally the wrong word. I wouldn't say it was a similar texture. I don't know. I don't know. I don't know. you you guys suck. I'm not telling more stuff to you guys. Francesca. I'm not trying to be mean or judgmental. We don't have to talk about it anymore though. If you don't want to, we don't have to talk about it anymore. Don't listen to them, Francesca. No one is less. It's just a label like saying I love women and haven't ever been attracted to the opposite sex. No judgment, just a feeling of knowing ourselves so well. Yeah, I think I don't know. I say all the time like it just whatever makes you happy, just do it. Just go for it. As long as you're not like hurting other people or you know, that's the thing. Consent and not hurting people. You're not alone. I am thinking the Portrait of a Lady on Fire with that was that good either. Wasn't that good either. I just didn't. I don't know. There's just a lot. I just think they were like, here's a lesbian movie for you, and like just kind of threw it at us and expected us to like it just because it had lesbians in it. That's what I feel like on a lot of lesbian or like LGBT representation stuff. It's just like they were like trying to appease the community, and they were like, here you go, and like didn't put any thought or really anything into it. But I have to go. It's 5 a.m. Need to sleep. Bye, y'all. Bye. I've watched Gap too much the last 2 weeks and have been overthinking so many looks for them. Ow, shit. What do you mean? Do you mean their looks like to each other? Do you mean like the way that they look at each other or the way that they like the way that they look? You guys are so making this more of a disgusting thing more than it was. No, well, first of all, it was my fault because I am a dirty person. I probably pushed it to that point, but I was just curious. I think people just got confused, that's all. Yeah. We have dirty minds. Yeah. Okay, well, that too. It was an innocent time for you, friend, and I applaud your friend for giving you help to understand women's pleasure without being awkward about it. Yeah, I agreed. I honestly, I wish I would have had a friend like that. It was such a long time ago, I did not know what I was doing down there. And none of us do on our. I feel like none of us knew what the freak we were doing for our first time. You're not the only one. Did you ever check out Summerlin? No, I don't think so. Bye, you guys. Talk to you guys next week. Not sharing more. Bye. Bye, Francesca. We will see you next week. I liked Portrait of a Lady on Fire, but I'm really over the period movie excuse for the old unhappy tropes. As someone who likes art and the ocean and the subtleties, I don't think that they made it for lesbians. Well, and that, I think, well, and I was just speaking like in general, like a lot of times I feel like when we get these movies from the community or like for the community, they're just like, here's a lesbian couple, or here's a gay guy couple, or here's a whatever, like a whatever couple that's a part of the community. Here you go, and like we're not gonna put any thought into like the actual storyline or like anything about it, and so it's just like a crappy movie, and they expect us to like it just because it has representation in it. Have I missed something? Why has the chat gotten awkward? Yeah. Yeah. Hold on. Um, okay, where were we at? Hopefully it was understood and forgivable. I guess we'll find out. Summerland is lovely. What's that one about? That's another one that I've heard of, but I don't know. But I don't know what it's about. Ow, shit. Like slam the door and everything. Well, I don't know. I feel like she was being a good spirit about it, but she may have gotten hurt on that, so. Hopefully she knows we meant well. I don't know. Everyone has a place that is tender and can be rubbed the wrong way. Okay, that really sounds sexual, but I meant it sincerely. I know what you meant. Seabread is like trying to really change the subject. Also, Summerland on Netflix too. I've heard of it, but I don't know what I don't know what it's about. It's a period piece from World War II, Coast City, with a woman who is closed off, takes in a boy who his parents are off at war and in the government. And is that like an LGBTQ like movie? Or is that just like a movie that you're recommending? I like for 2 minutes and this happens. I know. We need you, Cody. Why were you in the bar? Jeez, why were you in the parking lot? Can you give us details? It's a women loving women movie. Gotcha. I want to see. Let me see what it looks like. Hold on. Yeah, I have seen stuff on it, but I don't think I've seen it. Ow. No spoilers, but yes, it's a nice surprise. Anyone that Cass would have wanted, probably. Anyone that Cody wants. Or ended up getting, I should say. She knows you mean nothing by it. This is a very joking chat. You've all apologized. Nothing more you can do. Well, yeah, but I can take things too far sometimes, so. And it's just hard to also like judge. It's easier to know like when I think when you've hit a point when you're like physically talking to someone and you're like you're seeing them as you're like talking to them or whatever, or like over the phone you can like hear it in their voice, but like through a chat and stuff it's really difficult to know, I think, when you push things too far. So I'm excited about your present. I'm really proud of how it turned out. Wish it were next week already. I'm very excited about it. I'm very excited about it. I wish it was next week too. I went into it knowing that there was something, but didn't expect any ending. What do you mean by that? Is there like a bad ending, or was it a good ending? What are you reacting to tomorrow? More Buffy? Well, so tomorrow Buffy comes out on YouTube, but what's today? What's today? Wednesday, Thursday? Yeah, I think tomorrow's another episode of Buffy. And we're going to see. So, also, what I recorded before this is I actually went ahead and recorded one day at a time. I recorded that first episode. I don't know how well that's going to be, though. I don't know if I'll end up continuing one day at a time. Or, because, like, originally what I was going to do is do 2 of those shows from the poll and then flip-flop them back and forth as like the filler. But I'm not sure how one day at a time is actually going to go, because after I reacted to it, I looked to see like if there was like any other reactors that have ever done anything, and there was like 1 or 2 videos, and I'm like, oh, so this is probably not gonna end up being well. So I need to decide if I'm even gonna upload that first episode of One Day at a Time and just maybe do Buffy from now on and just have like Buffy be the filler show, like the only filler show. Or what? I'm not sure. A lot of people wanted me to do One Day at a Time, but I don't know how that one's gonna turn out. I'm a little bit worried about it. And I didn't even like really think about it until like after I reacted to it. After this stream, I'm going to watch you react to your first episode of Buffy. Yeah, so there's a very first one. I don't know. I wish Patreon, and I don't know if you can or not. I don't know if you can like if I could give them like a recommendation to do something, it would be to give like patrons a search bar to search like posts. I want to say that they had one at one point. Maybe not, but if there was a search bar, then it would make things easier, so you didn't have to like scroll through like all of the posts, so you can like see the original Buffy post. There might be a search bar. I'm not sure. I don't think so though. I don't know. But the original, like, because I was looking in my G drive, and it was like, because I just searched in my G drive Buffy, and the quality of the video was so bad. So I'm like, I kind of have to redo it because the quality was such shit. But yeah, in the intro I was like, I've technically watched this episode before, because I didn't want people to think I was just like faking a reaction or anything. So let me know if you can find it or not, Tracy. If you want me to, I can resend you the link if you want to try to find the original one from like a year or two ago. Maybe do a reaction clip of One Day at a Time for a couple of scenes. Maybe. It's a really good show. I was laughing hysterically throughout the whole episode, but I was like, I just don't know how well it's going to do. Dang, I wasn't able to see your reaction to One Day at a Time, but I get it if you think it's bad for your channel. I just don't know. It'd be one thing if I've seen multiple reactors doing it, but I haven't. And so, like, I found like 1 or 2 reactors that have ever done anything on it. And so that's not usually a good sign. I don't know. After this chat, I'm going to pass out. Oh, same here. I'm probably going to end it here in just a second, because my back is starting to hurt. And then I'm just like really tired. I just started watching Confessions of Franny Langton. I wasn't going to watch it this soon, but I don't want to be spoiled. Oh, yeah. I've heard of that one. Search bar would be divine. You almost have 650 in your Patreon. Yeah, I have a lot of posts. I post like, technically 2 videos a day? Because there's the unedited one and then there's the edited one. There is a search bar in Patreon, but unless you're exactly for the tag, it doesn't show. Yeah, I can send you the link, Tracy. They do need a search bar though. Patreon's a little bit behind the times. They need to get with it. They're changing some things up, I've noticed, but I'm comfortable with any topic you are discussing, and it's difficult to offend me because I'm an open-minded person. Oh, well, good. I feel like a lot of us in here are really open-minded, but it is very late for you right now, Cody. You are a superhuman for staying up this late. I know, for real. Same, I mean, they've kicked me out of the club and sent me to the parking lot. I'm upset. Okay. Yeah, I'm probably gonna end it because I'm very freaking tired. Let's see what's going on in my life right now. So, Buffy is coming out, maybe One Day at a Time. I'm not sure. And then I got my baby shower this weekend, so we'll see when I'll be able to do stuff. And then Outer Banks doesn't come out until the end of February, but yeah. And then this stream next Wednesday. So we don't have like a whole lot of stuff. I think it would if anything, it would be just like a lot of Buffy, I think. So. I'm going to your Patreon tomorrow. Oh, okay. Thank you. You can check some stuff out there. Waiting for the lift. We are glad you streamed with us, Cass. Thank you very much for keeping it real. Well, thank you guys. Sweet dreams. See you next week. The Buffy was in June, so you can just go to June. Was it only like... I thought it was like a year or 2 ago. Maybe it wasn't that long ago. I have definitely done a lot of upgrades since then. Shit. But anyway, thanks, Mary, for clarifying where you can find it. Apparently, it's not that old. I thought it was like old. But anyway, yeah, I will. I'll see you guys next Wednesday, and then I'll open up Tracy. I'll open up Tracy's B-Day gift for me next Wednesday too. So, yeah. Bye, guys.